Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Dusty. He's on the Joe side of things, obviously. I got this figure from Amazon, pre-ordered him, and he arrived quite a bit early. Really cool, regular looking military figure. So let's check out the packaging. As you can see at the top, ages 4+, a little warning. G.I. Joe Classified Dusty by Hasbro. Here he is in the package: helmet, goggles, backpack, knife, gun, bunch of stuff. One side we have some Joe insignia. He's the 49th figure in the G.I. Joe Classified line. Backside, here's the entire G.I. Joe Classified universe. At the bottom, got a bunch of credits, and there is a barcode in case it helps anybody. So no further ado, let's open him up. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He comes with a backpack, a hat, 2 pairs of goggles, a machine gun, and a knife. But before we take a look at those, let's talk about and check out the actual figure. So this is Dusty. He's on the Joe side of things. He's in traditional military attire. Face and head look pretty good. Light brown hair parted at the side. He's got some camouflage on his face. He's in light brown outfit. Looks like maybe he's a desert troop. He's got a little holster for his knife on his boot, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. Overall, pretty good standard looking Joe. And just a closer look at his face and head sculpt. Now to check out his accessories. And let's start off with his hat and goggles. Now let's check out his hat and goggles. He has 2 pairs of goggles, one for his regular head and one to go around his hat. Then we have his hat here. It's a military helmet with some extra stuff coming down. I'm sure there's a name for this kind of hat. Looks pretty good though. Here he is with no helmet, no goggles, and with his helmet and no goggles. Here are the goggles on top of his helmet, then with the goggles on and no helmet, and with the goggles on under the helmet. A ton of different display options there. Then we have his backpack. It's all one solid color brown. It's got all these different pouches and gear attached. Looks good. Could definitely use some variation of the paint there. Everything being brown really takes away some of the detail. And it's got a peg to attach into his back. Here's Dusty with his backpack on. You can't tell from the front, but if you spin him around. Now for his knife. Not too much to say about this. It's a knife. A little bit of sculpting detail on the handle. The blade looks pretty good. At least it's not one solid color. Here's Dusty holding the knife. And here he is holstering his knife on his ankle. Then we have this large machine gun with removable magazine. The machine gun is all black, although it has a support here that's brown. A little bit of articulation there. Very nice. Here he is, holding that machine gun. And here he is on his stomach, crawling around, using the machine gun with the supports on the floor. Now they've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories. Now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing at about 6.3 inches tall, which is going to translate to about 18.5 centimeters. Now for his articulation. Starting with his head here. Of course, you're going to rotate from side to side. You can look up about that far, down about that far. You can tilt his head from one side to the other. Here's articulation at the top of the neck and at the bottom of the neck. Shoulders on a ball joint. Goes out more than 90 degrees. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. He does have that butterfly joint between his shoulder and chest area. Increasing the range of motion. Bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbows. His wrist can rotate. And it's going to be hinged. Traditional ab crunch, forward and back. Ball joint his waist, rotate, forward and back. Legs complete as splits, ball joints. He's got the drop down hips, down, push him back up in there. Forward, that much, back, not much. Bicep cut, or thigh cut rather, although there it goes. Double jointed knees. And his ankles here, forward and back, boot cut for rotation, tilt, rock, Pretty nice. Here's an image of Dusty in the desert. He's hiding behind this broken wall, getting some shots off. Just another angle at Dusty in this diorama. Here's Dusty coming back to the Joe base after a long journey through the desert, and a better look at the entire Joe base. Got a bunch of Joes in the front, driving out to greet him. He's missing for quite some time. And here's Dusty posing for the camera. Now let's check him out next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Hasbro G.I. Joe figures. Here he is, next to Duke. Upon first glance, I wondered if maybe they use the same head sculpt, but they sure don't, although they're probably the two most similar Joes out there. Here he is, next to Zorana. Dusty, Zorana, and the Red Crimson Viper Guard are all part of the same wave. I still don't have my Viper Guards, but they'll be coming soon. Here he is, next to some recently released Joe figures. Then, next to some more recent Joe releases. And here, with some of the earliest Joe figures I made. And now, next to some recent Cobra releases. And now, next to some female G.I. Joe figures from both the Cobra and Joe side. Here's my entire collection of G.I. Joe classified Joe figures. I believe I have the entire Joe side. Every single figure. Every single variation. Let me know if you see anything missing. And here are all the figures I have on the Cobra side of things. I'm missing a couple of the new ones. Serpentor and the Red Crimson Guard. But I have those in order. I'll definitely get those. The ones I'm missing from way back in the day. The light blue Cobra Commander. I believe he's called Regal Cobra Commander. And then the original Target exclusive Viper. Definitely disappointed I missed those guys. Those are the two preventing me from having a complete collection. Now let's check them out with some other figures that would look good to enhance your G.I. Joe Joe side collection. These are some figures that are going to fit in both scale and style wise with the G.I. Joe classified collection, and specifically on the Joe side of things. Here's Dusty next to a Mattel DC Multiverse brick flag from Suicide Squad. He's a fantastic military looking figure. And here he is next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends. We have the Black Panther Eric Killmonger, and then Captain America and Peggy Carter. And here he is next to a Hasbro Fortnite Victory Royale figure. This is Metal Mouth. And finally, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures, we have Havoc and a couple variations of Jonesy. Now let's check him out next to some action figures from different various companies to see how he fits in both scale and style wise, in case you don't know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a Hasbro figure, they're typically the 6-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the smaller action figure lines I collect and work my way larger. But first, let's check him out with some of his Hasbro brothers. Here he is, next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends figures. Then, next to some Hasbro Fortnite figures. And now, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. Then, next to a smoke detector that I pulled off my ceiling. Then, next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. And here he is, with some Mafex figures. Then, next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here he is, next to some Mezco 112 collective figures. And now, next to some Jazzwares AEW wrestling figures. Then, with some Mattel wrestlers. And here he is, standing with some NECA figures. Then, with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And now, with some McFarlane toys. And here he is, next to some DST and Diamond Select toys. And finally, next to some Jakks Pacific wrestling figures. So overall, he's a pretty nice figure. I like the classic military look. His helmet's cool, so's his gun, has the extra base and some articulation. 2 different sets of goggles for different display purposes. Sculpt and paint job are excellent. Face sculpt looks good, hair looks good, camo looks good. Articulation is everything you'd expect for a Hasbro G.I. Joe classified figure, and it's pretty nice. His accessories are also good. If I had to rate this guy, I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty nice in the scheme of G.I. Joe figures. He's a nice, regular Joe. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.